Hey everybody, this is Crick Cottle, Director of Nature Blind School, coming to you today for Throwback Thursday. What we're going to be taking a look at today is, we always look at primitive skills or old skills, and this really goes hand in hand with just being a good naturalist. So we're going to share something that kind of blurs the lines between whether we're doing a naturalist study or whether we are doing primitive skills. But I hope you enjoy it. It's about leaf buds. So what I wanted to share with you today was about leaf buds and leaf scars. In essence, what you've got here, particularly in these new trees, simply because the older trees, the branches are up in a forest, maybe not in a park or a woodlot around your house. However, in a forest, branches don't grow low enough for you to get real easy access to the leaf buds. Well, that said, in any wildlife opening like what I'm standing in right here, which is an open field, and you've got a lot of these smaller trees that grow along the edge of it, you're going to have quick access to the lower branches. And the reason that's so advantageous for you is for two reasons. One, if you're a naturalist, this will help you identify the trees. So even these trees right here that don't have any leaves on them and they're not big enough to have any real identifying marks with bark, the way I can identify them is through their leaf bud and their leaf scar. And so basically, if you take a leaf and it falls off, it leaves a scar, and that scar is indicative of that particular species, no different than your fingerprint is. So, you know, a white oak is going to have a particular scar, whereas a red maple is going to have a certain scar, and even a red oak is going to have a different scar than a white oak, and in and on and on and on. So it's a good way of being more aware of what's going on around you as far as your trees. But the thing that I wanted to share with you today, because this is more a survival community group of people, is there's many of those leaf buds that are edible, and you'll find those all year round. Even in this wintertime, you'll be able to find these leaf buds, and so it's a really good source for food. Now, we're not going into detail about which species to get into, because some of them are really good for you and you'll like them and they'll have good taste. Others will not be so good for you and they'll be sort of bitter and not have a good taste. So we'll do that in another video. All I wanted to do today was impress upon you to get out. And there's a lot of resources. I'm going to have two that I link for you below. One of them is a book, one of the most widely regarded books that you can get on the subject of trees and leaf buds and leaf scars and stuff of that nature, as well as a small handy pocket guide that you can take with you that you can get from us. And so it's a real useful tool for you to get out and enjoy being outdoors and studying your trees. So, well, that said, that's Throwback Thursday, a good way to get out, study your trees, enjoy, study 2 or 3 trees, and spend 30 minutes doing that if you want to, and then spend the other 2 or 3 hours just walking around and enjoying. So, with that said, all we're wanting to do is try to help you get outside. We want more people outside, and we want more people to enjoy themselves and be safe while they're out there. That's why we teach the skills that we do, and we encourage you to get out. As always, come on, join in. Let's learn together.